Hey y'all, so we back with another video. Today doing a quick, no, it ain't gonna be too quick. Yeah, we're gonna get into this little story time or whatever. Like I promised y'all, a story time about how I found out this boy I was sleeping with and talking to and working with was bisexual. So yeah, let's get into this. First, I'm gonna take half of this THC gummy bear. You know, just give me a little levitated. You know? Get this little gummy bear in the system. Got some little THC in it. Humble yourself. Anyway, so we're gonna get back into the story time, whatever, about how I found out people I was talking to, whatever you want to call it, bisexual. So yeah, first thing is first. It's like we used to work together, so it's like we used to work a lot, so we like rarely even had time to really chill or anything like that. And then to put the cherry on top, I had a boyfriend at the time, whatever, but he was always so busy with his fucking dogs. I don't know, I think the nigga was fucking his dogs or something. He literally had to find somebody else to play with. So it's like, I just found me a little bit boo, whatever. But I ended up catching feelings for him and it just got so bad. But anyway, moving along. So it's like, I feel like every time I used to chill with him, like, he was real feminine, you know, he was real feminine. Like, he was from like a, what can I call it? Like a classy type of town. So it's like, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was so feminine. But it's like, he was sleeping with mad females at the time. So in my head at the time, like, I'm not thinking that this nigga's doing some weird shit because like he's fucking mad females, you understand? So it's like, moving along, I always used to ask this nigga like, are you gay? Like, I swear to God, only time I really remember, like, one of the times is like we was in a car outside his house and I forget he did something, like he was telling a story and he like flicked his hand or something, like he like flicked his hand in a way where I'm just like, stop the whole combo, like, are you gay? Like, cause the fact, like, I feel like, and that's one thing, like, you could pretend for so long, but I feel like it was done in the dark comes to the light, so it's eventually just gonna slip out, you understand? So I feel like it was one of them moments where it just slipped out, like, he just was in his bed, he started flicking his hand, so I asked him, like, he's like, no, why would you say that? And I'm just like, cause you're just mad feminine. I feel like we always used to have conversations about, like, his sexuality. That's what I'm saying. Like, I remember multiple times, like, literally every time I was around him, he did something that made me question, like, you know, just made me give him that side eye. So moving along, it's so funny, a funny ass story. I'm gonna just squeeze this little funny ass story in. But it's like, the guy I'm messing with now, his baby mom dad, like, she started this we was never friends shit first. Like, let me just clear that up before y'all even go back in my old videos, like, oh, she messing with her friend baby dad. Like, it's just not that case, because when she started fucking my ex-boyfriend real bad or whatever, like, she left her baby dad for my ex, like, that I was still even dealing with. Like, I'm still dealing with the nigga. But the thing is, I had got locked up or whatever, got locked up. And me and this nigga, we was locked up at the same time. So it was like, we was writing each other like, yeah, we gonna fuck around when we get home. So when we got home, it was like, all this shit happened. I ended up moving to a town over. So when I moved back to my original town, this is when I found out, like, he been messing with her or whatever the case may be. Like, and it's so weird how I found out. But we're gonna save that for a rainy date because that story right there is just craziness. Like, that the bitch hit me up trying to sell some weed, knowing she was fucking my nigga was just weird as fuck to me. But moving along, it's like, what was I? Yeah, so this how this ugly ass bitch in my mind right now. Cause basically she got a twin gay brother or whatever. So it's like, well, he not gay. He married and shit, but he just like this nigga I'm talking about right now. So anyway, moving along. It's just like, he had gave me a ride to go scratch the nigga car up a bit. Cause like I forget what he had did. He had like played me or some shit. Like I don't know what it was. Like he might have said he wasn't home or some shit, and was like his car was outside. I don't know what it was. It was one of those type of situations. But anyway, my nigga baby mom, her twin brother or whatever, him and his boyfriend had gave me a ride or whatever to go scratch the nigga car up one day. And it's so funny, like he called the cops on me and shit. But I ended up getting the charges dropped. Like it was nothing too crazy. Like I almost wrote my name on his car. Like it was like R.O. I feel like on every nigga car I try to write my name on. Like I never get past the B's. Like cause I got 10 letters, so it's like I'd be like R.O.B. It's like I never could get like going. Like it's like no more than 3-4 letters I'll put it on before I'm either getting caught, nigga coming outside. Like I'm just always getting caught right before I put my whole name on that shit. But my whole thing is this, like after that shit had happened, like I was still fucking with him or whatever. So I told you I had a boyfriend, so it's like I really was like delusional at this point. But anyway, moving along, scratch this nigga car up. Boom, one random ass day I get like this phone call, whatever. And it's like a transgender, and she like basically like just telling me like, yeah, I'll fuck with you right. So in my head, I'm thinking she's like lying or some shit. Like I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but I know I started cursing her out. Like I'm just arguing with her like she just like a regular bitch, like telling me she fucking my nigga. But then when I told my mom on some shit like, what? A transgender is saying this? She like, nah, you gotta, she basically told me like, nah, you gotta talk to them nice, like so they could give you her tea and shit. So I'm like, alright. So I ended up calling her back and I told her like, can we just have a conversation, woman to woman? I just wanna know, da 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 da. So we set up a time. The transgender ended up calling me on the phone, whatever. But mind you, was texting for hours. Like she's sending me all the messages, and mind you, all the messages was like matching my messages. So it's like this nigga will text me some lovey shit and then text this nigga the same shit. Like it was just some weird ass shit going on. Like the timings and the days was just adding up. Literally texting both of us at the same damn time. It was weird as fuck. But anyway, moving along, it's like I ended up calling a tranny or whatever. And the transgender just like telling me like, yeah, I was fucking with him. I was giving him money or whatever. And he was giving me money and shit. But basically something happened to where he didn't want to give her the money no more. Like he wanted like these free sexual favors. So I guess he like faked a relationship with her or whatever the case may be. And she ended up getting her feelings hurt. Cause she like basically she had beat him up real bad. And like did some weird shit and basically like put him down and was beating his ass and made him unlock his cell phone. So you gotta think this tranny still nigga, so I guess it was like a nigga that could fight real bad. You gotta think this nigga little skinny as hell. So I get it. Like probably was a grown ass man he was fucking with. He could probably just beat the nigga ass and told him to open his fucking phone. So he opened his phone up, or whatever the case may be, and I guess he went to my number. He just like, yeah, you stood out. I feel like you was somebody like that he was talking to now. More of the story, she just hit the right motherfucking bitch up in that phone. So she just like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you, and I'm just like, I want to know one question. I'm just like, do you sucking your dick? She just like, girl, he probably sucked dick better than you. She said, one day we fell asleep and she said she woke up in the morning and he was like sucking her dick or whatever. And she said like that's what pissed her off, because you know transgenders, they think they ass is they pussy. So it's like they don't really like when niggas be more focused on their dick than they ass. And it is very weird. It's like, nigga, you want to suck dick? Go fuck your mans or something if you want a dick to suck. Like I feel like transgenders, they're not here for that dick for you to suck. You understand that part that they here for, like, you understand? So it's just like, if you watch pornos with transgenders and shit, like they dick damn near be soft the whole fucking time. I swear, like to the end when they bust my little nut. And that's barely that. They barely bust a nut. Like they might start jerking that shit themselves and bust that shit, but you don't see them getting head and coming and doing all that off no niggas. So I don't feel like transgenders are into that. Like they did cut the fuck off. So it's like, why do they want to use this shit? And that's just how I feel. And the fact that he was sucking dick was just crazy because it's like, you gay. Like, you know, like, you seem like you want to be the bitch. Like, you need this. I don't know, but I exposed him on Instagram, Facebook, shit. His family ended up finding out. It was so sad. But I ended up feeling bad about the situation because after I talked to him, he basically just told me, like, it's not that he like transgenders. Like, he said that he just like kinky sex. So, like, that just made it more understandable to me because I used to be into like kinky sex shit like that. So I get it. Like, but I feel like what really struck one day, he hit him from the back, and I like, you know how you peek and you turn around? Like, I know you can look at the nigga while you're having sex, but just that moment when you think you're not looking and you actually do like peek out the side of your eye, like, I did one of those or whatever. Y'all, that's what this nigga was doing when I turned around. This nigga was like rubbing his nipples, so I don't know if he traumatized me at that moment, but I don't know. I feel like I never said nothing about it. But it's like, even to this day, this is why like I like sucking guy nipples, because I know that they like that shit, period. Like, why do it on the low when I could just, you know? But it just gets to a point where it's like, if you gotta hide and do it, that's what be pissing me off. Like, you understand? Like, if you like it, you like your nipple suck, you like your nipple suck. When you start hiding that you like your nipple suck, that's when I start thinking, like, what else you hiding, nigga? Because if a bitch telling you that she likes sucking nipples and you like your nipples sucked, but you won't let her suck your nipples, like, that sounds like a sexuality problem to me. What y'all think? Because these niggas definitely be liking their nipples sucked, and that's for a fact. You understand? Well, I know the niggas I fuck with, they be like their nipples sucked, and if they don't like their nipples sucked, they just weird as fuck, and they probably not gonna last with me for a long time, because it's just like, what? Like, I can't suck a female nipples. Like, fuck, I'm gonna suck a nigga nipples, and it's like, if I can't suck your nipples, I might as well go get a bitch. And they're like, what are you here for? You understand? Like, that's my whole thing. And I feel like my sexuality is the reason why I like niggas' nipples, and, you know, into their ass and shit like that. But it's like, that's just my weirdness. But it's like, if you don't like that, cool. Like, get the fuck away from me. The fuck, leave me. Go back to your baby mom and you want to suck your nipples. You know, that's how I be feeling. And then it be them nipples, it be them niggas like, sometimes they let you suck their nipples, and then sometimes they just act like they, like, I guess I could work with that too, because I know it's a, like, sometimes I like my shit sucked. Sometimes I do, so I get it. Sometimes it's just too cold, they too hard, they hurt. Just be a lot of shit going on, so that's understandable. But yeah, if you fuck with a nigga and he tell you he don't like his nipples sucked, he's lying. And you understand his sexuality, because he definitely like his nipples sucked. And that's just that. But I feel like once you like when your ass in shit like that, like, it's cool. I have no issue, but I'm definitely gonna think you're gay. So it just gets to a point where it's like, or bisexual, whatever it is. So like, you know, nigga just wanting a whole ass ate. You understand? Like, that's just much. Like, you know? And it's like, I feel like females will still do it, but it's like, well, me personally, I'm still gonna be sitting back like, the fuck type of shit you into? So my whole thing is this, like, my advice to y'all niggas who like kinky sex and that like they're not gay or they're not, you know, in that lane, my best advice to y'all is to go find a kinky female that can satisfy your needs, because if you don't get your needs satisfied, somebody else has to do it. And that's more so why y'all be running into niggas, because y'all feel like niggas is the only one who could do this kinky shit to you, and it's just not the case. But yes, once you want your booty penetrated in that type of nature, then you're definitely bisexual, and you just need to claim that shit, own that shit, and move forward. And that's my thing. I feel like I don't have an issue with it. It's just like, don't fucking lie. Like, what the fuck is you lying for? And that's just be my whole thing. But I feel like, even back to this nigga, like, I slept with him 2 times after that shit. After I spoke to him and shit, I slept with him 2 times after it. And it's like, I just feel like the vibe just, I don't know, I feel like the vibe wasn't there. And the vibe, like, the first time was cool, but that last time, it was just like, that was my breaking point. Because I'm just like, now I feel like he's just like, having sex with me just to prove he's not gay. So you ever had sex with a nigga so you can try to change your mind about some shit, like,
fuck.
Y'all all know that those are.
Yeah, man, that was just bullshit.
You can feel the
I tried to hook that,
disconnection,
man.
like you can feel.
There's too many of them.
You can
Hopefully
feel.
they're gonna root that show.
You can feel. Excuse me, y'all got annoying company, but yeah, it's just like I feel like once you lose that disconnection, it's like you pretty much know. And I feel like people think they can't move on from niggas, but you can, and trust me, you just gotta get to that disconnection point. And me personally, I'll be getting there sooner than later. Like, it don't really take me more than 5 years to realize, like, you know, I need to cut this nigga off for good. Like, after the first 2 years, I pretty much had, like, you know, that view, like, okay, this is temporary. Like, so it's like I'm once you start opening my options and shit like that, you just gotta know when to look into your options and when not to, or when to keep them near, when to, you know, because these niggas be temporary. They be having a whole bunch of shit going on. A lot of these niggas be bisexual, and I think that's the problem. Y'all have to stop calling these niggas gay, and maybe that'll help you get some understanding. Because even me, like, I'm not gay. Like, I don't like the term gay because I'm not gay. Like, I'm bisexual, and it's like I like females just as much as I like niggas. So it's like, that's not gay, baby. I could be fucking a nigga, think about a bitch. I could be fucking a bitch, one a nigga. So it's like, that's not really gay. That's not confused. That's not nothing. Cause like, I could fuck a girl sober, so that's not confused. You know, it's hard for me to fuck a nigga gay, and that's just back to what I was talking about in my other videos. Like, I don't like fucking niggas sober, so it's like females and to be more sober because I want them in their right mind. I want you to know what we're doing, and you know, I had that experience. Like, I woke up with bitches before, and they didn't like know they was there, and that was just the weirdest moment because it's like, bitch, ain't no way you waking up in my motherfucking bed not knowing how you got there. Like, that's just weird. Like, beat you the fuck up or some shit. Like, that's weird. Like, don't ever put me in a situation where you think you was blacked out and ended up in my bed. Like, that's a no-no. Like, that's a fucking no-no. That type of shit gets you back in a couple years. Like, you know? But my whole thing is this, like, I just really want y'all to focus on what y'all niggas like, and, you know, like, don't go playing around with niggas and shit like that, because, you know, I've dealt with niggas that actually don't like that shit, and I even tried it, and you just like, but then it's those niggas that act like they don't like it, but really do, like, and then it's just those niggas that like it, you know? So you just gotta figure out what your nigga want, because the more you please him, the more, you know, you don't have to risk y'all getting diseases or any shit like that. Like, don't want to get any E. coli or anything like that. Like, fucking with the wrong nigga or whatever the case may be. So just save it and be careful. And my whole thing is this, like, I just be wanting to know, because it's like, if you're putting my health at risk, like, I feel like I should know. What y'all think? I feel like I should know, right? If I choose to leave you, so what? So what? You know, nobody never wants to move on not knowing nothing. Like, you don't know if you at risk of a disease. You don't know, like, what type of shit is going on, like, before you walk away. And I feel like that's why a lot of people don't walk away, because they don't get their closure. Like, you sit a female down, give her closure, tell her what you was doing, so she had that mental thought of what's going on. Like, nobody never wants to walk away not knowing, you know, who made you fucking fool? Like, who made you disrespect me? Who made you not be loyal to me? Like, you know, like, that's closure. You know, that's closure. And it's like, when you give somebody their closure, you're not worried about who else gonna get hurt. Like, you understand? Worry about her and her closure. Don't worry about who bitch you won't go get beat up. Don't worry about what. Don't worry about that. Because, like, at the end of the day, that's her life. And most of the time, the nigga gonna tell any fucking way, and the bitch probably don't even do it. So it's like, the more easier the closer could be for people that's understanding and trying to work with you guys, and, you know, just want to know what's up. Like, I feel like I just take that into consideration and appreciate those type of people. And, you know, yeah. This is a lot of times I don't walk away from niggas and he stayed with the bitch he was cheating with, or, like, it be like that. If she's more happier with him, she can have him. That's just my whole thing. Like, I'm just a caring person. I feel like, you know, it's enough dick for everybody, and there's no reason everybody have to go crazy scratching up one nigga losing their marbles, you know? Losing their marbles. You know? That's just that. So like this video up. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep these crazy ass stories coming. I definitely got some more story times for y'all because I've been through some crazy ass shit. Like, I don't know, I think my next story time gonna be about how this nigga right here is fucking his god sister, whatever that's married. Like, I think I'm gonna update y'all on that. So yeah, trying to. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe, and I'm gonna keep these videos coming for you.